Hello and welcome to our review of the Palitoy Death Star. Now this is a very tough toy to get. It was produced by Palitoy in the UK, Meccano in France and Tall Toys over out in Australia. Anywhere outside of those countries did not have this, and so it's a very hard toy to find in good condition. Right now I'm showing you how it was put together. As you can see, it was made of cardboard, and this is one of the reasons that so many of them have not survived time. It's a very tough playset to get because all of the parts are very fragile. It's great fun putting it together, to be honest, but as you can see, it's quite delicate and can be a little bit tricky when putting it all together. In this video, I'm going to show you all things related to the Palitoy Death Star. I'm going to show you all the parts, I'm going to show you how it was put together, and I'm also going to show you the box and the instructions. Some very rare pieces indeed. And this is the Vintage Star Wars Death Star box. As you can see, it's not perfect condition, but this is one of the best boxes I've come across. The ends are normally always damaged because the cardboard altogether is quite heavy, so it can knock it out. Lifting it up, you can see the Death Star's been put together on the front. Standard 80s kid like playing with it with all the pretty cool figures, including the vinyl Jawa. I'll let you have a look at what the writing says there. Just give you a closer look of everything that's pictured, ages 5 and above. On the other side, you've got some more pictures of what's included. Writing here, an exciting, easy to assemble, debatable Death Star designed for authentic Star Wars action figures and vehicles. Act out exciting scenes from the film. The Death Star has the following features: escape chute and working trash compactor, rotating and elevating laser gun, landing area for Star Wars vehicles, stairway between levels, control room, prison cell and central column. Action figures not included, but you can see from the pictures on the back all the things you can do. The sides are fairly standard, just show all the original action figures. So that's the original 12 that came out. These are the ends that are normally always damaged. Other side, very similar. And here you've even got the old price tag, which unbelievably says £12.15. It's worth a lot more now, obviously. Made under license from Kenner Products Incorporated, Cincinnati, Ohio, USA. 1977, 20th Century Fox Film Corporation. Okay, next up we have the really rare Death Star Play Center instructions. These can be really hard to get, and they're often battered and ripped or stained. This one's stained, unfortunately, but it's not in bad condition. Just gives you the instructions on how to create the Death Star. I'll do a close-up of what it says, in case anyone wants to take a look when they put one together. So you basically identify the cardboard pieces and then put each piece together. I found it fairly easy, but if you've never done it before, it's worth reading the instructions because everything is so fragile with this item. And this is the other side of the instructions, showing you what you have to do next. Adding the walkway. And adding all the other parts, including the gun position. I'll just show you a close-up of what it says there, in case any of you want to have a read. I'm now going to show you how to put the Death Star together, and I've sped up the camera to make sure that it only takes 1 minute. Now initially I'm going to put all of the clips together. Each clip has 2 parts. I'm then going to put these black clips into the relevant holes on all of the walls. The clips are really important because they keep your Death Star standing upright. Now, following the instructions, I'm then going to put the correct walls with the correct parts, such as the trash compactor, which is very fragile, so be careful of that part. You can see that all of the walls interconnect with each other. There's the 2 main ones, and then there's a trash compactor. Then next, I'm putting the walkway into the parts, and then adding the other section. and the other floors. I'm making it look easy, aren't I? And then I'm connecting all of the base parts and then putting the gun turret on the top. And last of all, the trash compactor has been put on. And then you have a complete Death Star. So we're going to look at the Death Star section by section. We're going to start with the trash compactor. So if I zoom in, you can see here that there's a little danger trash compactor sign. And what we can do, I'll take a vintage Han Solo figure and show you how to do it. We put him down the trash compactor and he will drop through into the next room. Now the next room is of course the trash compactor. You've got a handle on this side which you push and it compacts the rebels stuck in the trash compactor. Now this cardboard door actually pushes out so they can escape from it. And they'll end up in the room that we just saw, just here with stormtroopers running towards them. The trash compactor is extremely difficult to get in good condition. If I go from the trash compactor room all the way around, you can see this little control panel here. That connects to the trash compactor part, and that is notorious for just breaking off or snapping. You can see it's got some wear on it, so it can be quite difficult to get complete. This one's in a very good condition. The trash compactor part here is a black version of the Action Force headquarters weapons chute, which is another similar cardboard playset. And one of the reasons that this trash compactor is always damaged is because of the way it's put together. This part lifts up to disconnect it. And if you're not careful, it will just keep pulling on that control panel bit and break it off. This next section has a tunnel or walk-through part. Figures can be stood on the bridge like so. There's a door at the back that they can walk through. It connects to the two parts in the room. It connects to two rooms on either side. And also there's a central door which leads to the central section. The central section, I believe, is attempted to be the tractor beam part where Obi-Wan goes to disconnect the tractor beam so the rebels can get away. And again, on this bridge part, there's just some lovely decor. So it looks like there's a big hole there that leads down to where some stormtroopers are. You've got the blast doors here where the stormtroopers are running from. An explosion there. And that leads through to the ladder where the tractor beam would be. Really good decor, it's pretty cool. Now if we come here, you can see inside where the tractor beam room is. You see there's two doors in, and there's mirrors on the bottom, like really shiny pieces, to try and give the impression that it's a really long drop like in the movie. If I take the top gun turret in and look down, you can see the effect that it's trying to give. You see me reflecting at the bottom there. Some people don't like that effect, but I think it's kind of cool. It works well as long as you've got the decent mirror bits. So on this section, you've got another room with two stormtroopers guarding it. That leads to the walkway or the tunnel. If I go to the lower room, you can see there's where the Death Squad commander, that's where figures are monitoring the Darth Vader TIE fighter attacking an X-Wing or vice versa. You can see fantastic detail on the Death Star approaching the Rebel base.
Rebel base will be in firing range in 7 minutes.
Just like in the original film, really nice that. There's another doorway here. You've got some nice decor on the top as well with an alarm. And on this final bit, you've got another room with doorway. If I come down, you can see the lower room. Ladder for Obi-Wan to climb. You can see there's a hole there so you can climb up the ladder. Very similar again to the Action Force playset. See a doorway, a nice sort of landing area where you can have a battle or where the Millennium Falcon could be stood. Stormtroopers running out. That's the door that opens. Here's a quick of the ladder. I've got a lack of Obi-Wan figures at the moment, I'm afraid, but you can see how the ladder can be used for Luke to walk up and get that tractor beam. And this is the gunner chair. You'll notice straight away that the X-Wing guns have been used on the Death Star playset. That plastic canopy is a nightmare to get. It really deteriorates over time. It's really yellowed, as you can see here, and very, very fragile, but it goes over the figure there. I've put the gunner in there just because I think he's suitable for that. He wasn't obviously available in 77, he's one of the last 17. But you can see how the figure just fits in nicely. On the box it shows a stormtrooper sitting there. The white sort of complements the black, so it kind of shows you how they would sit in. And the guns are just exactly the same as the X-Wing. They've even still got the holes in. Again, another hard part to get is this plastic piece. Really easy to damage and break over time. And this is the basic board just on its own. Quite difficult to get these lovely mirror bits all connected nicely. On the back of the board you have this lovely display of an X-Wing going after a TIE fighter and the original 12. Collect these 12 authentically designed figures, scaled to fit the Death Star. So to complete the Death Star you need quite a lot of different parts. This is the trash compactor part with the control panel that can be a nightmare to find and damaged. This is one of the platform parts. Another platform part. This is the section that folds in. And you need 10 of these parts. These hold the different cardboard sections to the board and they clip together like that. Again, brown coloured pegs were used on the Action Force Palitoy playset. These clips plug into little square holes on the base of the cardboard, so that wears over time, so you have to be quite careful. This is the trash compactor chute, just like on the Palitoy Action Force playset, just with brown. The gunner chair parts, showed you before, very, very hard to get undamaged. The two X-Wing guns. The tunnel part. The ring for the gunner chair. And the two larger parts. The semicircles. One. Semicircle 2. Anyway, I love this playset. I think it's awesome. Really brave of Palitoy to produce a cardboard Death Star, but it's great. It depicts a lot of the cool moments of the Star Wars movie, and just sadly very rare, hard to find and expensive to buy if you're after it. Thank you so much for watching today. We really do appreciate it. And if you can, please hit that subscribe button. Please go to our website, lexistoyloft.com, for free toy guides and for our vintage toy shop. Thank you.